I wonder how much longer Kikuto will be, though. And there he is. As if on cue, Kikuto comes in. Hey, Hoenn. I'm done saying up. Let's go back to the cafe area. Kikuto leaves without waiting for a reply. I guess I should follow him. I need to get something to drink. Hoenn goes to the cafe area, but it looks completely different. The room is dim, and the only source of light is a candle on the table. Wait, what? It didn't look like this before. I mean, I said I was prepping, right? What is this for? An old vampire tradition, a blood tasting. Blood? Don't worry, I'm not actually going to make you drink blood. We're doing a human-friendly version with tomato juice. Then what? It's like humans have holidays, right? Yes. And for those holidays, you usually gather people together, right? Yeah, for family dinners and such. Well, vampires don't eat. Oh, right. So what we usually do instead is have a blood tasting together. Humans share food. Vampires share blood. Food's a big part of human culture, right? I guess. Blood fills the same role in vampire culture. But how does that... I'll explain, but first, I want you to check that you're okay with doing this. We're not using real blood, but the idea is that we're going to pretend we are. Another blood warning, of course. Of course, even when we use actual blood, it's always blood that's drawn with consent. But if you don't want to use this activity, you don't have to. I want to try. If it's okay, I want to try. To be honest, I do feel a bit nervous. I don't think I've done anything like a blood tasting before. I'd still like to try though, if that's okay. I came here to learn more about vampires after all. If you let me participate in a bit of your culture, I'd be really happy. Sounds like we're okay then. Now, let me explain how blood tasting works. There are actually many different kinds, with different steps. The one we're doing today is when one vampire invites another into their household. It's meant to show hospitality as well as trust. Sort of like serving drinks to a guest at a party? Well, it's usually a bit more formal than that. There'll be a vessel filled with blood, in this case tomato juice. The vampire who is hosting, in this case me, pours a glass for the guest. That would be me. Yes, it's polite to serve the guest first. Next, the guest will return the favor and pour a glass for the host. The point is to show that you are honored to be the guest. Then both parties will take a sip, but just a small one. Next, the vampires clink their glasses together. Huh? Is that like a toast? They make a toast after they've already drunk? The idea is that since they've already taken a sip, one part of their self is left on the glass. And by clinking the glasses together, they're sharing that part of self with the other party. Oh. Huh. A blood tasting is usually done when somebody invites somebody over for the first time. It's a way of saying, I trust you in my home. Part of trusting someone is entrusting them with yourself, so that's what blood tasting is meant to show. That's really interesting. Finally, both vampires drink until their glass is empty, without stopping. Again, this is meant to show trust. Not emptying the glass will show the hesitation to accept the other vampire's offer to trust. Wow, there's a lot of thought put in all the actions, huh? To be honest, I think most vampires don't really think much about it. We just take the blood tastings this way because that's how it's always been done. That sums up the steps, though. Are you ready to try? I think so. Okay, let's set the table then. I'll pour you a glass. Okay, do you remember what to do next? You poured me a glass, and I pour you a glass. Good job. The first step is returning the favor and pouring a glass for your host. Okay, do you remember what to do next? I don't think that one's supposed to be there. This is obviously not the right answer. Hold on. Just take a sip from your glass at the same time as me. Next, what do we do? Right? Not yet. But I thought you said it was... Oh, after the first... Right, we down the rest of our glasses, and that's it, a vampire blood tasting. What'd you think? Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really glad I had the chance to experience it. Well, there were a few mistakes here and there, but That was pretty close to how the blood tasting usually goes. Hopefully that was educational some way or another. Anyway, that's the last activity, which means this is the end of the tour. Oh, that was quick. Could you head to the reception? Mari should be waiting for you there. Okay, how about you, Gekuto? I'm just gonna clean up first. Got it. I'll see you later. This is really fun. I'm really enjoying this. Hoan heads back to the reception area. Huh? Mari isn't here Mari walks into the room. Hi, Hoan. Hi, Mari. I came back here since the tour is over. Right. Now thank you for taking part of the tour. You should have seen this while we're signing up, but at the end we have an optional blood donation. Oh right, I remember seeing that. Of course, this is only if you want to. You'll also have to pass our health check first. Today, both Gakuto and I are available for blood donations. Just let me know if you'd like to donate. And if you would you like who you'd like to draw your blood? I'd like you to draw my blood. If it's okay, could I ask you to draw my blood? It'd be my pleasure. Let me take you to the lounge, then get you started. Mari takes Hoan to the lounge area. I think Gakuto has already talked to you about this, but I'm going to explain again just in case. First, we're going to do a health check just to make sure everything's okay. Then we're going to get you comfy on this couch. After all that, I'll use my fangs on your arm, create a very tiny wound, and then I'll use a needle to draw out the blood. It'll take about 10 minutes to draw the blood out. Don't worry, I'll stay here until we're done. Also, one important thing. You can tell me to stop at any time at all. Doesn't matter when. If you want me to stop, I'll stop. Does that sound okay? Yep. If you want me to stop, just press this button. It'll give me a buzz, and I'll stop right away. If you're ready, we can start with the health check. Looks like you're super good health. We're good to go. Are you okay starting? Yes. Yep, let's start. Okay, could you sit down on the couch? Okay. Thank you. Now could you give me your arm? I'm just going to use my antiseptic on your skin. Sorry if it tingles. Now I'm going to use my fangs and make just a very little bite. Let me know. Say anything if you want me to stop. Okay, the bite's done. Now I'm going to put in the needle. The needle will draw out the blood. The needle will draw out the blood. Again, let me know if you want me to stop. Okay, the needle's done too. Now we just have to wait for the blood to be drawn. How are you feeling? A bit nervous, but okay. Huh, that's pretty much sums up how I'm feeling. What are you nervous about, Mari? What are you nervous about, Mari? Honestly, I've been nervous all day that something would go wrong. It's our first time doing a tour for a human. We've done test tours with other vampires for practice, but it's not the same. I'm really happy our first human tourist was you though, Hoan. Huh? Why? Because it seems like you really do want to learn more about vampires. Why else would I have come here? Well, you'd be surprised. We had some people sign up for the tour with obviously fake info. We obviously turned them away, but a lot of people aren't happy about a vampire blood clinic being part of the city. I bet you were a bit unnerved when you first heard about it too. I wasn't. Sure, I was a bit surprised, but I think it's really cool that this place exists. Aw, that's really nice of you to say. You're proof that there are other humans who are okay with vampires. And I think there's a lot more out there. Sure, we've received quite a handful of requests in the mail too, though, but there has been a lot of people who just come by to look at our brochures too. How are you so cheerful about it? Well, we have to start somewhere, right? A couple of years back, we wouldn't have been able to open a place like this at all. Slowly but surely, though, more humans are learning about vampires, and acceptance is spreading. Everyone has to start off somewhere, right? If someone is misinformed about vampires, I'm going to give them a chance to be informed. That's why you come here, right? Because you didn't know too much about vampires, but you wanted to know more. That's true. I'm just hoping I'll get to meet a lot more people like you, Hoan. I hope you can too. And we're done. That's the end of the blood donation. What? Already? Yep, we're done. Finished. All clear. Here's some chocolate and juice for some energy. When you finish them, come to the front. Mari leaves the room. Huh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I even got chocolate out of it. Guess I should eat this and go to the front. When Hoan goes to the front of the cafe, Mari's already there waiting. Hi, Hoan. Hi, Mari. Now that the blood donation is over, the tour is officially finished. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for doing this tour. I think I learned a lot. That's great. I'm glad you think so too. I'm glad you think so. We're going to do a lot more activities in the future, so definitely come back again to see what we're up to. I will. Here's a little tote bag with brochures and stuff. I think you'll find them pretty interesting. I'll make sure to check them out when I get home. Remember, you're a member of the Tomato Club now. You'll always be welcome here if you want to visit. I'll try to visit soon. I bet there's still a lot more I can learn. I'll make sure to have more stuff ready soon then. If there's anything in particular you'd like to learn about, just tell me. Okay, I'll think about it and let you know. Cool, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for playing. That was a really sweet game. I really liked that. It was really... It made me feel really happy because, you know, talking about vampires, and, you know, I like vampires, and showing them as, you know, normal beings. There's nothing different. That's just how they are. It's just wonderful. I really love that. I'm really glad to have gone through that and recorded and show you. Please check out this game. It's made by NPCKC on itch.io. Good job to SD Hizumi to the music. But yeah, this is a really fun game. I just like learning about how, you know, I don't know, it just makes me feel really happy. I can't really explain it. But anyways, that'll do it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoy, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ihal! Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to say is that this was clearly, you know, besides it being, you know, nice for vampires and talking about that, it was clearly a thing about trans beings, and, you know, there's nothing to worry about just because this is what you hear, this is what you see. It's not like, you know, there's anything really special. We're just boring. We can be boring, we can be special. We're all special in some way, but some of us are boring. You get what I mean. Anyway, I just thought I'd clear that up if that wasn't obvious since that happened. Anyway.